Hi again, guys. So now I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a broader topic than just some framework or technique. I want to talk to you a little bit about fear. And so, what do I mean by this? Well, in essence, what I wanted to see if you can relate to is that when you're starting out and you're trying something new and so forth, there's this, at least especially in programming, I have this sensation where, it doesn't matter if I deliver on time, it doesn't matter how good everybody tells me I am, I always feel like I'm not good enough. There's always this slight fear inside of me where I feel like, is this good enough? Is it going to work? Like, I can do everything as well as I can, but that fear is always there. And I always have this sensation that I have to achieve things that is way, way, way beyond expectation, because I compare myself to, I forget, you forget to look behind you and see how far you come from where you started, and it's important, trust me, to stop sometimes and just remember that, you are making progress. And to you guys who are programming, and maybe some of you are probably pretty senior, can maybe relate to when you started your journey, that in the beginning, even now, a few years in, I still feel that fear. And I hope that, I don't know if it's ever going to go away. And maybe it's a good thing that you do have that, because I argue that if you're scared, I've done a fair bit of presentations and stuff. I used to teach martial arts as well, and in the when I started, I was 19, and I was tasked with teaching people who are more than twice my age self-defense, and a pretty not the greatest position to be in. You're supposed to be a teacher to people who are most likely are asking themselves, oh, are you old enough to vote, right? But the fear that I'm talking about, it's not a pleasant sensation, but I think it's a healthy thing to have, because if you're afraid of something, then it's important. Think about it that way. Don't think about it as as this thing that's there to stop you. Think of it as something that will make you focus, something that it's an indicator what's important to you and what's not important. And at least for me, when I'm a little bit scared of something, I know that I'm taking this seriously, because I wouldn't be scared otherwise. It's something that means something to me. And I know that's a nice ideology to follow. It's very difficult in practice, but I think that, for those of you who are if you're just starting out and you look at me and say, well, Fredrik, he's been doing this for a while, and if he seems confident, trust me, I am not confident. It's you build that up over time, and you get more comfortable and less sensitive to failure and all that stuff. I still feel it. Of course, I know some stuff and I can do it, but don't think that for a second that there's no fear. There's always fear. I'm willing to bet that even the most senior professionals they feel it as well. We're all human, right? But what I'm trying to get to here is that just don't let it be something that puts you off trying, because trying is the thing, is more important. The fear is going to motivate you. It's going to keep you on your toes, but don't let it break you, because it will go away. It will be less difficult to deal with over time, and especially as you get better at programming and being an engineer, and especially make sure that you talk to as many people as you can, because networking will help a lot as well. It will help you desensitize you to talking to strangers. A lot of coders I know, they have this it feels almost like they go into programming to avoid humans. And trust me, if you want to be attractive on the job market and go places, see stuff, that's not the way to go. You need to be a social person, a social creature, and be skilled as well. I usually say that you have to be a complete retard or really passionate about what you do to become a programmer, because there's so much that you need to know and do, and there's just so many easier ways to make your living. But I love it. I wouldn't change it, trade it for the world. So I'm gonna end by saying that even if you are scared shitless, and even if you feel like you fuck up, if you could like go home, cry by yourself, or just complain to yourself, and process it, talk to your colleagues, your friends, your family about it, but don't let it stop you from going forward. Because even if you get fired for being completely incompetent, then you dust yourself off and think, all right, I'm gonna do better at the next job. And this is an important bit. If you fuck up, feel bad about it, get over it, and ask yourself, what did I learn, and what should I change next time I'm in this position again?